What's up, dudes and dudettes here? My name's Seth, and today we're going to be talking about the Trove Leaderboard overhaul that's going to be coming out November 14th with the Trove update. Trove Adventure update, rather. So they've changed quite a few of the different prizes and items you're going to be actually getting out of the leaderboards. I did talk about all this in my patch video, but that video was over an hour, and I know that a lot of you don't really have that amount of extra time. So we're just going to skim over this real quickly. For the weekly contest, this is going to be the big one, because the daily contest is still just going to be the total power rank, not really any changes to that one, but the weekly contest has seen quite a few changes. So there's going to be still the same 3 different classes are going to be cycling every week, and then that's going to end up being, if you're in the top 10 for the power rank, you're going to be able to get 50 pinatas, so on and so forth. But you know, it still is a pretty bad system, just because unless you end up having a completely maxed out character with gems, you know, maxed out with all of the augments and everything like that, chances are it's going to be very, very difficult for you to actually even get to the top 25 for the Dark Vaults, let alone the Shadow Pinatas. So Mastery Points has seen a huge overhaul, because normally we would end up getting all sorts of crazy different items. We would get 300 Party Pinatas and a whole bunch of different other things for being like top mastery in the game. They've actually since changed it, so now the top 2,000 players on the Mastery Leaderboard are going to end up attaining a yellow name. So they've taken away gold name from Mastery 300, haven't put it onto Mastery 1000 because that's completely impossible to get right now when this update ends up coming to the live server, and changed it so instead it's just a reward. So, you know, personally, I do actually feel that this is a fantastic new step, just because it means that there's less competition when it comes to mastery farming. Now, I don't really need to care about being top mastery anymore once this update ends up hitting. You know, I'm still going to be going for all the items and stuff like that, but it means I can spend most of my attention focusing on the community and focusing on the club update and everything that's changed with that, rather than just trying to go out of my way to get all the new items just in a mad rush so that I get more pinatas and junk like that. Weekly dungeons completed, not really going to be that much of a change with this, I don't think anyways. And then there's going to be the experience earned has actually seen a change, because normally it would just give you 5 of these leaderboard reward chests. The bottom one has actually been swapped up to the top, and the bottom actually gives us a guaranteed 9th life now. So that's actually really, really easy, because this is just experience earned. So long as you end up getting at least 10,000 experience, which is super duper easy, you're gonna end up getting at least 1 9th life. That's really cool, isn't it? And then on the live server right now, it should be, as far as I recall, 5 million XP per week. So they've actually dumbed that down to 2.5 mil per week in order to get all the rewards, which is definitely a lot easier. Then there's going to be weekly PvP. I don't know if this ends up cycling out for a different system or reward, but I mean, who really grinds PvP? At least you are going to end up grinding it out a lot more often, because Deathmatch is going to end up being in the hub now instead of the Capture the Flag. Again, this is all November 14th, but I'm talking as if it's in the game right now because I'm on the test server. So weekly dungeons cleared is going to be a new interesting one, where the top 30,000 players, as far as just dungeon farming and stuff, are going to end up getting themselves an empowered gem box, which is pretty cool. And then weekly world bosses killed, the top 300 players are going to get a pathetic 10 party animals. Now, I understand that that's 10 party animals going to 300 individual players, and it's a cash shop item, but that's pretty crazy, dude, because of the fact that the party animals have been taken on mastery rotation and now have actually been swapped over to here. It does mean, though, that the pinata mounts themselves should see a little bit of an increase in price, and most of all, the pinata dragon eggs should see a big increase in price. And then more importantly than that, we've got this one right here, which is really, really cool. So Flawless Spike Walker for the weekly challenge. This is Ultra. And then we've got Weeping, Pinata, Dreadnought, Hydra, and Daughter of the Moon. So Flawless meaning that you have to get through the 3 dungeons, like the 3 Shadow Tower dungeons / arenas, and the boss without dying. Yeah, I know that might seem like a daunting task for most people, but the thing that's absolutely awesome about this is that there's only the score of 1, meaning that so long as you do it, you don't got to try and get like the best time in the game or anything. If you can get through Ultra Spike Walker without dying, you're guaranteed gonna get yourselves a light Chaos Vault. Even though it says the top 100 players, you're still gonna end up getting yourselves a light chaos ball. Like, look at this. I'm rank 311, and it says for some reason that I'm rank 44 along with everybody else. Like, we've even got Merc right here because there's only score of 1. So you can essentially end up doing that with all the Shadow Tower bosses, and then you're going to end up getting light Chaos Bolts for each of them. So light Pegasus and light Pegasus wings are going to be that much easier to actually attain. And then last but not least, we've got the weekly experience earned for clubs. Now, this is a bit of a strange one, because it's going to kind of be tied to world bosses, weekly dungeons, PvP. It's tied to pretty much everything that's up here, because you're going to end up going over to the quest NPCs and just grinding out their quests, right? And of course, you know, the more difficult the quest that they end up giving you, the more XP you're going to end up getting, and then that's going to end up going towards your club experience bar right here. So you can see we've got total experience is 2,050, while there's going to be a daily experience and experience for the next level in the club and stuff like that. That's all kind of, you know, relevant to the clubs, but irrelevant to the weekly contest. Most of all, it's just however much experience you end up earning from doing all these random side quests and stuff like that is going to end up giving you points in here. So then the top 1,000 players are going to end up actually getting themselves a golden chaos chest. So top 1,000, that should be pretty easy once this update ends up hitting, because you're going to be grinding these dungeons and just pretty much doing all the normal stuff that you do in Trove anyways, except you're just going to be going for specific biomes now, like defeat dungeon bosses in the Fey Forest. If you're just out farming and trying to complete dungeons and stuff like that, why wouldn't you just go to the Fey Forest? And then there's also going to be certain NPCs and quest characters that are going to be able to give you PvP quests, you know, quests for the Shadow Tower, quests to just specifically grind a certain gem box, you know, dust and stuff like that. So we should be pretty covered as far as like doing these adventure quests and kind of varying them up and picking the ones that go for your play style. But, you know, it's not really like there's that much to do in Trove anyways, despite the fact that this update is going to be absolutely awesome. So anyways, folks, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you a quick heads up on how the new leaderboard is going to end up working, and just say a big thank you to the support that I've been getting lately on all the videos and stuff like that. I think that this new update is absolutely awesome. So many people are pumped about it, myself included. Like, I'm just so excited about it, and I think that it's absolutely awesome that we have all these new systems in place. And I personally do feel that it's a very big good change to get the mastery points thing swapped over to just 2,000, top 2,000, because again, it means that I don't really have to worry about grinding for my mastery and staying at the top. Well, of course, you know, there's going to still be a lot of people that are still going to be going specifically to get themselves to the top mastery just so they see themselves on the leaderboard for bragging rights, but it doesn't really do anything other than bragging rights. And you know me, I don't really care about stuff like that. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content, which is also going to build up loyalty points by my merch store. Links are in the description for that, where you can buy this shirt and a bunch of others. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Sayonara, and stay epic.